Hey everyone, Matthew's Fabrication here. I'm on to the install portion of the video. My lighting in here is LED lights, and for some reason it likes to make it shift the lighting. This is how it's all set up. I'm going to take it apart and show you step by step or whatever, but I 3D printed some parts that matches up with the curvature of the boat on this side and that side for that bolt and that bolt. I made another one of these kits. Kit is right here, and I'll receive it like that, and you'll have to bolt this bolt tight and then get another 5/16 bolt and put it in here just as a to hold it so it doesn't move around. And then you can place this whole plate onto your boat, and I'll show you that here shortly. So I have my son helping me. I just took it apart. These holes right here are where the trolling motor goes. And since this one is right underneath where the bracket goes and this one is too close to this section of the boat, they require 1/4-inch bolts. I countersunk them in those two locations. So you'll have to put those on first before you drill any of your holes in your boat. Now, when I bolted this one and this one down and only had the bolts in here, no nuts on them whatsoever, I could push up and lift, well, not lift the boat, but I could push it on my trailer and it was like rocking or whatever, only from these two. But I do have one identical to mine down there. So you're gonna get it like this. You're gonna wanna put some bolts down there, but not so long that it scratches. So the ones that come with the kit are 2.5 inch, 5/16 by 18 by 2.5 inch. So if you had it like that, what you'd do is you'd push this around until you feel like it matches up with the boat contour. Now I'll get a measurement from here to here and what that is on my Bayliner VR4 and let you know. So if you measure right there and you draw a line right here kind of at an angle, like that, then, but you'll get that angle and it'll be like this. And then I'll probably get a measurement off of this one as well so that you know where to draw your lines and kind of center this one up. But this is the one I CNC cut out, so all the chamfer holes look way better. I did accidentally go down a little bit too deep on that one, but it's still rock solid compared to the one I hand did. It'll focus if I just zoom in. See, mine's got a little bit more handcrafted touch. Anyway, so I'll show you how to install this. So once you're here, you'll want to hold it here and probably tape it down. I have mine to where it has like a gap like that, so a slightly smaller gap here, slightly bigger here. That just helped push this out a little bit further. So you'll want to drill one of these holes first and hold it down, have it all taped up, and then put a bolt through there, drill that hole, put a bolt through it, drill a hole there, drill a hole there. And then with this, have that tightened down. And then if you grab some clamps, you'll clamp that across, and then you'll reach inside and you'll push that against the clamp so it stays flush against your edge of your top plate. And then you'll drill that. Make sure the bit's kind of fast, medium fast, and then just slowly go down into your boat. I'll show you how to install mine. All right, and just in case I didn't show you, you gotta cut out all that foam or whatever to reach all those holes and everything. Yeah. So to install it, make sure you have those bolts in for sure. And then your 2.5 inch bolts go here. Make sure you check them all. Be good to check and make sure the nuts work. Definitely don't want to start out with a stripped bolt. So with that nut, it works with all those. For the nut, it takes a number 13 wrench, 3/16 Allen key for the bolts. I take these stainless steel washers and a nut. It's easier for me to reach in from the inside. And you can tighten that on that one. Around the nut, I'm just checking it, I'm just make sure it's good. 2, 4, 5, come on. Oh, I did forget something. I wanted to add silicone. All right, got the Alex Flex. This stuff says 60 years, says indoor, outdoor. It also says it's for wood, PVC, and composite and stuff like that. I think it should work fine. So I'm gonna put it right here. If I have any squeeze out, I'll just and I'll take care of that. See if I can put all 4 bolts in at once. Okay. A little over there, a little over there. We can always put a little more on later. Luckily I have some paper towel. Each bolt definitely gets a washer. These 3 bolts are pretty easy. I don't know if you can see my arm right here. I can reach all that. To get to this one, I really have to get down in here and get my full arm in, and I try to put the washer on top of my finger so I can, like that, so I can get it onto that bolt, because it's kind of difficult and kind of tight for your hands. And then this one's also kind of a far one to reach. So when you stick that one in, this one comes with that. So you'll put this bracket on right underneath here, which I also want silicone for. You that up to your hand. Cameraman helping out. I think that looks so professional. Alright, so we've got a smaller piece that goes on the inner side. That on like that. Okay. Grab that bolt. Got it in. Another 2.5 inch bolt goes in the front. There we go. That also gets a washer and nut, but you have to lift it up just a little bit. Okay. Silicone getting everywhere. Awesome. See if I can get this one in. Okay. Smaller bolt in the front, 2.5 inch. Washer nut. I'll probably fast forward a bunch of this. Longer bolt here. This one gets this first, the more angled triangle piece. You hold that all together like that and reach up in there, put it on. So that's what that one looks like. And when you install these, you got to push up on that spacer, angled spacer or whatever, so it stays flush against the boat as you're tightening, or push the whole bolt up as you're tightening. So have it like that when you're tightening. That way that angle stays exactly against the boat. It doesn't spin and then go in at like an angle or whatever. You want it like flush against the top. I just have that last nut. This one's probably the hardest because you have 3 pieces to hold on to. Got the spacer on there, but the washer kind of slipped out of my hands. Okay, got the spacer. Gotta flip the nut the right way now. Alright, I got it. I'll show you what that looks like. Alright, so just like that, so you want to push that one up. See how that one's twisted? So I got to push that and angle it the right way so it's against that curvature of the boat. From here on out, you just tighten everything. So I like to put the wrench in there like this. You put it like that, and then your hand's hitting the inside of the boat. Alright, so that's pushing against the top. I've got the spacer touching the top of the boat. I'm using my thumb on that 3 printed spacer. Try to hold it against that curve. All right, felt it tighten. I'm gonna stop there. So I wanna get everything tightened equally. Looks like my wife's here now. I'm sure we're doing everything right, I guess. Okay, I'm just getting a little bit of squeeze out. Going to this bolt. Is that work? Show them out.
I did.
You did? Oh, that's my wife. Inspector. Making sure everything's done properly and to her standards. Like another YouTuber said, you have to be a contortionist to work on your boat. Good, barely a little bit of squeeze out coming out. Barely a little squeeze out. And the last inside one. So I've got that spacer pushed all the way against the inside top. Got my index finger and my thumb holding it against that curve. A little bit of squeeze out. All right, feels good. All right, then you just tighten those two and then that thing is on there. So that's how it looks. I'll let my son do that since he's on the outside. And his arms look like they're dying from holding the camera because it is so heavy. I've got a Samsung S23 Plus and it's just heavy for a little 14-year-old. Just messing with him. All right, feels tight. If you push it all the way up like that, my dog's scratching at the door. There's a little bit of play right here, so I'm pushing the bracket in with my thumb to make it stay level. Make sure it goes all the way down the Allen key, so you don't want to strip out any hardware. There's a lot of putting this together and taking it apart and putting it together and taking it apart. Just make sure I made this bracket the right way. We got one bolt and nut stripped out when we were taking it apart and putting it together, so it was like very frustrating. Oh, push it all the way down, all the way down. There we go. Okay, so it is all bolted up. So let's see, can my son hang on it? You can hang on it. Oh, wait, I didn't get it. Go ahead. His feet are off the ground, he's holding on. So it's pretty freaking rock solid. This is a 1-inch thick plastic. I still have some pencil lines on it. I gotta clean it up or whatever. There you go, guys. You know, it's got a little bit of a gap, but I mean, that fills in. It touches, if you can show the inside, it touches this bracket, or that bracket touches the boat, and then this part of the bracket touches the boat. Just the way the curve is or whatever makes it have a little bit of a gap here. But now, and if you come over here, this gap was like really tiny. So now we just need to get all this excess silicone off. Do the cleanup, and then the next part is the install of the motor. Thanks for watching. Please like, subscribe, and watch the video when we install the trolling motor. Have a good one. All right, so got it all siliconed up. I need to add maybe a little bit more right there. The inside looks really good. And the outside looks really good. So now I gotta put the trolling motor up. So thanks again for watching. Please like, subscribe, comment below. If you want one of these trolling motor brackets for your Bayliner VR4, I make them. Thank you.